So we have a challenge today. Ahamed, my producer, videographer extraordinaire, editor, is giving me some random wrapped object. And now I'm supposed to sort of react to this and make something with it, I think. Suspiciously heavy. I don't know exactly what it is. I do feel it's a little like Christmas. Oh, it's cool. Okay, so we have sort of like an anvil, maybe. So maybe we're actually gonna mimic this anvil, and we're not even gonna use the anvil. Maybe we're gonna make the anvil with the anvil. I really like the sort of gesture of this. I think that this might be like a metalworking tool. I've taught classes in the past where I have people bring in an object from the domestic landscape, and we have them mimic that object. And I think that's a really fun idea. I've made paintbrushes before. Done a bunch of really interesting things that you see every day, but you really learn a lot about the object when you start to make it and sort of explore its nuance. All right, there's my version. All right, so I'm gonna open this mystery item. Oh, this is super cool. All right, so we have a metal plate. It looks like some kind of tool measurement, so that you can measure what size hardware we have. So we're gonna see, I'm going to use this to impart texture into something. I oftentimes will make my own tools, and some of the tools that I make are stamps or rollers. And so I'm going to sort of attempt to capture this increased dot. I'm going to make it into what I've heard this called as a roulette. So it's going to be a little roller. And we're going to see if we can capture some of the texture. And I'm going to capture from largest to smallest. Oh, it's working really well. Okay, so now we have this gradation from large dot to small dot here. So I'm gonna bisque fire this piece. So I'm gonna capture another one. I'm gonna make the next line of dots. They all gradate just in larger or smaller. I'm gonna smooth out the surface so that I can capture as much of this as possible. And then I'm gonna roll right down the middle. So now I've created one with a larger dot matrix. So these would be really fun. We can use these to band the top of either wheel thrown or hand-built pots. I really particularly like the small gradation to the larger. I think this line here has a more dramatic change from large to small. All right, so we're gonna unwrap this mystery gift, and then I'm gonna use it to make something out of clay. Oh, I hope I didn't break it. I hope it keeps coming. All right, so we have maybe like a center punch or some kind of a punch tool. So let's see what we can do with this. I'm gonna make a pinch pot. So I'm gonna pack this clay into my hand. And I'm gonna use this to decorate my pinch pot. I'm going to roll my clay into a nice round ball. I'm going to plunge my finger into here, and I'm going to start pinching my pinch pot. I'm just pinching slowly out with my hands, fixing any cracks that occur. I want to have this be nice and smooth so that it can record the nuances of this center punch tool. And I'm going to try to figure out how many different textures can I get. So now I'm going to start to figure out what I want to use this for. So I know I have like a little circle here. I have sort of a secondary circle that comes, and then I have this interesting sort of hexagonal situation happening here. So I think I'm going to take the easy road first, and I'm going to sort of create a bit of a band, circles around the top of my little, I don't know, sake cup. It's Friday afternoon here. I'm ready to hang out at home for the weekend. Don't drink a lot of sake, but you know, maybe this task is going to drive me to it. We'll see. Alright, so now I have a bit of a band around the top of my pot with that tool. I'm going to give myself a bit of a drinking edge to this, so I'm going to support, and I'm going to sort of use this tool, kind of roll around that top edge, give myself a little bit of a bevel. Okay, now I'm going to put some texture on the side. I'm going to use this sort of hexagonal section. Oh, I really like this. This is sort of giving almost like a cut crystal. Metal is a challenging material with clay sometimes because it will sort of stick. It's not porous, and so it will sort of stick to the surface. So I want to be careful to sort of like roll it onto the surface so that it sticks as little as possible. You can see I kind of almost have like a bit of a fluting effect here. So maybe I can actually take this and go the other way. Sake cup made only with this very unique center punch that I don't completely understand. Okay, so we have some kind of like coupler. It looks like it screws together. I have a bit of clay here, and I think that this makes an interesting roller. All right, we're going to roll out a coil. So all these textures were captured from this little air valve or whatever it is.